Hello, this is not a video to show you how to install a car battery. It's just sharing my experience about this Northstar high performance AGM Pro battery. I just bought it brand new, 400 Canadian dollars. To me, it seems to be an expensive battery for couple of years of use. And before I get into the detail, I'll show you this piece of crap battery which I bought from an interstate dealer. I was told it's an interstate battery, but this is month 6, year 2018. That's 3 years something old, right? So this is not 4 years yet, and they come with a 5-year warranty. I tried to start it a couple of cold mornings, and I got some troubles, almost dying. I managed to start the engine, so I was lucky that I did not have to ask for someone to give me a boost or a jump the battery. Again, this is not normal, and it's not the first one from an interstate dealer. So I'm not sure if this is an interstate battery or a rebranded battery. I have no idea. And I can tell you that my car, this little Jeep, it's being used 2 days a week for the last 2 years. So I'm using the company car, and I leave this little truck just outside the office. That means I don't start this car 365 times a year. And an AGM battery like that, or a lead acid battery, is supposed to have 900 or 2000 cycles charge discharge until the battery kind of loses the capacity, but you don't fully discharge this one. They said if you discharge it to 50%, that it lasts about 900 to 1000 cycles, and it's not the case. So that's a piece of junk battery. I got this one, a higher brand. That one was maybe $250, $300 in the past. And this one, like I said, $400, over $400 including tax. And as you see here, I installed few pieces of foam as a shock absorber or vibration absorbing material, and also I put few pads at the bottom right under the battery. Now, an advice: if you want to install such a battery on a car, if the car is slow, let's say the car is about here, like about my waist, that's fine. You just pick up the battery and you have a very efficient, or at least a better efficiency of moving your battery using your body. So you need to be aware how you leave the battery so you don't wreck your spine. In this case, I had to use a stool, a high stool, so it was much easier for me than lifting the battery away from my body, because it's very difficult once you have the weight away from your body. Then you need lots of muscle power, and that's not an efficient way to lift a heavy item, and is also dangerous for your back and other muscles, so you can wreck stuff in your body. So this one I installed it using a stool, an aluminum sturdy stool. I was higher up, I had to watch every muscle in my body, and yeah, it was not a difficult thing to do right here. But the thing is, and the reason I'm recording this one, I had these pieces of foam here, and this bracket that's connecting 2 rods here that holds the battery in place. So I started to tighten these nuts, and I did not put much pressure because I have a feel. I'm not tightening until I can't use much force. So it just light force here, and I could hear a pop. And I'm sharing this video in case you use this brand and you are not familiar with a torque setting on the nuts here, and you try to tighten this one down or bolt it down, and you get a popping noise, which is a crack in the plastic welding here, and that's not a good thing. So that's my word of advice. Don't over tighten the top bracket that holds the battery into the battery box here. Like in my case, I have a battery box. I've used these foams, the same thing, as a vibration absorbent, and also because the box is much larger than the battery size, I filled up this space. So in case I have a sudden break or someone is hitting me from behind, this one prevents the battery to hit this side. I mean, it won't go too far because it's being held by this bracket. So, but if it does move a bit, I want to put pressure on the top of the battery, because once this one is sliding, that means this bracket is putting pressure on the top of the battery. So that's kind of my setup. It's nothing to learn from this one. It's just a suggestion. Don't over tighten this one, at least for this model. I'm not sure what type of welding they use here. If they just glued the lid, the cover on top of the box, or they weld it like a plastic weld with a specialty tool that is melting. I forgot, it's not microwave, but it's some sort of a energy or high frequency welding. So I'm not sure, but that popping noise was a plastic popping noise. Something cracked in here, and I'm not happy about it. And I'm going to monitor for any leaks later. If I see any leaks, of course I'm going to try to replace it or anything like that, maybe warranty. There is no specs here how much pressure this battery can take, anything about tightening the battery in place. So you have to kind of assume and come up with a torque value here on the top bracket to prevent the battery plastic cracking. So good thing this is not a liquid. It's a AGM. It's a gel inside, and absorbing fiberglass or something like that. So if it cracks, it won't leak like a regular battery. So that was my thought for today about this battery. Bye bye.